Hi everybody, Jen here, and I am here to show you a little bit different of a video. I wanted to show you what I've been spending my time creating the last couple of days since I got back from my trip. And I've been in my scrap room, but I haven't really been scrapbooking. I have been creating a baby album. This is the third album I have done that is like this. I did it for my friend, and I've seen one completed. My friend Danielle, she now has a 13-month-old. She kept up with the album, and it's completely finished through the first year. And so she did all the journaling, all the photos, slipped them all in. She just has his first birthday left to slip in, which was, I mean, at the beginning of last month. So it's really cool. She kept up with it. My cousin, I gave her one. Her baby is now 9 months, and she's got about up to 5 months in. So it's kind of nice. It does a complete first year album, and the way I do it, I don't use a full Becky Higgins core kit. I know that they have just come out with new baby editions. I have in the past, for those three two and a half really, of the albums, I used the neutral baby kit and then the baby boy kit, and then I used a good amount of the baby boy kit in this album, and the baby boy value kit, which just came out, which is this one, the Project Life, and it looks like this. It's just the skinny one. So I picked that up with a coupon at the Michaels when I was on vacation. So I wanted to quickly flip through here and show you how I put it together and what it looks like, and it's an awesome gift. I ended up getting this album. My friend Jordan, she's due the end of July. She does not know if it's a boy or a girl. Her favorite color is green, and this is green and cream. So whether it's a boy or a girl, this album will work. So there's all different colors in there. There's green, there's orange, there's a lot of teal, there's a lot of mint, and there's a lot of blue, but I mean, that's kind of what she is. She's not a pink girly girl. So even if she has a girl, she wouldn't appreciate a full pink album, if you know what I mean. She's just not one of those girls. So I used the first and last cards for the baby boy edition in this album, and I'm going to fill in here. It's like name, born on, and then this album was compiled for you with love by, and I'm just going to put a little note to my friend Jordan here, and she can put in the name there. And then it's got documenting your first year. And then it starts off with, they have all the title cards. The lightings, I had to turn off some of my lights because the glare was too bad. So I'm sorry that the light is kind of poor. I don't really think there's anything I can do to make it better. So it starts off with your heritage, and then there's the cards like about your family, and it's when mom was young, dad was young, how they met, random things about grandparents, and so this is the two kits combined. And then the story of them, so they can fill this all out. Random things about mom and dad, favorite things. And what I also did was I bought the already ready cut 4x6 white cardstocks Project Life inserts, and I slipped them in any place where a photo should be. So all she has to do is slip out the cards and put in a photo, and it completely takes the guesswork out of it. And she can, I'll sit down and I'll explain the whole album to her, that she can take things out and put them in as she pleases, mix it all up as she wants. So, and then there's a little section about, here, like a time capsule, like about the world today, our country, leaders, cost of living, popular baby names, books and fashion trends and news headlines and all of that. So she can fill that in, and I left a whole bunch of spots here that she can put photos of certain things, you know, of her favorite band or whatever, just so that it's in there when the baby looks back on it. And then there's the expecting you, you know, how they share the pregnancy news, how, you know, the title, the card, the prompt that's like feeling you move, preparing for you, shopping, you know. So this is, I did photos and lots of places to write. And then a little bit about their home sections. So this is kind of like the nursery and setting up the nursery and all of that. So that's really nice, and they can just slip the photos right in. And then the baby shower. And what I usually do with the baby shower, I do a 2-page spread here with all the areas for photos. And then I do this another section that does the gifts, so she can take pictures of opening the gifts or put her pictures in her shower. It was this past weekend. And then I do, you know, the day of the birth, and there's the card that for the labor and delivery here, and medical stuff, and areas for photos. And then I do the same thing, an entire another section for like the first couple of days in the hospital. And then it's, you know, your very first couple of days of life, an area for a footprint, features, first visitors, and plenty of area sections for photos. And then a whole 2-page spread for bringing you home, and plenty of room to write. And then these are another whole section about the first couple of days of life. And then what I do for the rest of the album that I'll flip through really quickly is the kits come with the title cards, which is really nice for months. And then it comes with each one, it comes with one for each month for this month's stats and highlights and milestones this month. So each month has one of those in there, and I essentially do 2-page spreads per month, because then it doesn't get overwhelming. It's essentially 1 page a week, so they can put in 3 or 4 photos a week, or however they want to do it, and kind of write about it for every month. So, and then I made sure that there was a note for you section every single month. So, let me see. So there's an area so that they can write a little note every month to their child, just kind of about how they're growing, and it's got the date, so it's really kind of nice. It's a nice keepsake. So this is the second month here, and as you can see, most of these cards here are from the New Baby Boys pack, and they're not all that boyish. I mean, you really could use it either way. So, and all, same thing here. They're all very teal. And then, so I'm going to flip through this real quick. But month 4, and I just did kind of different color themes here. Month 5, I made sure to use a lot of green because that's Jordan's favorite. So, just lots of areas to write, lots of areas for pictures. Month 7, and then month 8, and they're all essentially the same, but I just figured I'd share. It looks like such a nice gift when you give it, and it really doesn't cost that much. I make sure to use coupons, and then split up the cards so that there's plenty of, so you can just get a lot of use out of it. And then this album I got on clearance. I think it was $7.99, so it's a Becky Higgins, but Michaels was trying to clear it, so I got that. And that's the last page there. I am so sorry about this truck. I think in my other video I said it's garbage day, and they're extremely obnoxious. And I've got the windows open because it's beautiful out. So that is, as you can see, and I'll show you how thick it comes out. So it's really a nice album, and I don't go and embellish it. It's the essential Becky Higgins. Photos and cards and journaling. That's it. And it comes out really thick. It's a perfect, by the time they put their photos in there, it'll be like a completely full album is what I guess. That's what my friend Danielle's came out to be, because she showed me hers when I was back in Connecticut a couple weeks ago for the first birthday. So she had completely filled it out, which was really nice. And nice to see that she actually used it. And I know my friend Jordan will use this, and this, she is a very homemade kind of girl. She would not appreciate a baby book that was bought. She really will like the fact that, not that this wasn't bought, but it was kind of put together, and she can do it herself, and she can change it up and make it her own. She's funny. She's like, she lives in the wrong century. She has a cell phone, but it's about 8 years old. She doesn't text. She makes most of her clothes. She basket weaves. She's just not 21st century kind of girl, which is kind of funny, but I know she'll love this. So I'm going to give this to her tomorrow. which would be Thursday when I see her. I'm going to take her out for dinner because I ended up missing her baby shower because I was away. So thank you guys so much for watching. I figured I'd just share that. It's a little bit different and it's not my normal. I will be back to sharing my process videos shortly, but I figured I'd show you what I've been up to and why I haven't been in my scrap room doing videos as much as I typically am, because I was busy trying to get that all together. And hopefully, I actually have another whole album that I'm working on. I'm working on an album that is for my nephew's first year. I gave my cousin a album like that I just showed you that was all set, but I am doing a one photo each and every day of him. We started when he was born. She would send me a photo just via, you know, a text every day just to see how, you know, just to show me his face. And so she has no idea I'm doing this. I'm putting it together. This is where I'm at. I'll show you. This is crazy. And I'm doing them almost all 3x4. This is, I'm only up to January 6th. So I have all of these photos to get into an album. This is only through April 5th. So I am going to be busy doing that over the next couple of weeks and months. His first birthday is August 25th. So I need to get moving and get this done because I want to give it to her on his first birthday. So that's my plans for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully I can get some layouts in and keep you guys entertained. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!